there, how are you doing today? This is Anna Strapnik coming to you live from Fort Lauderdale. So I picked this subject today. Now it's month of July, really times of when many people go on their vacations, and if this is you, I want to share just a couple of tips on how to stay healthy and how to come back home more recharged your batteries rather than feeling like more tired, like you need a vacation from vacation. So if you're in for this, I'll be giving you quite a few tips on this, and thank you for watching. So who do we have on? I will give you a few shout outs if I can see out there. Well, hi anyway. So let's get started. My question for you is, how would you like to know how to stay healthy, and what are the best tips on how to stay healthy while on vacation? Videos. My name is Anna Strapnik. I help people get healthy, live longer, have more energy, better sleep. I also help them have less pain, and I also help them reach their time and financial freedom. So let's dive straight into this. So what do you think, what is probably the most important thing when we are traveling, and something that we don't get enough of even when we are not traveling, when we are working, is our sleep. So getting enough sleep and planning on that sleep and being rested is one of the most important things. So even when you're traveling in the airplane, always make sure that you have enough of that time to rest and to sleep. So just listen to your body, whatever it tells you, when it's time to rest, when it's time to take afternoon naps, you have all the time in the world. Nothing is gonna escape you. So we have to, when we're on our vacations, we have to get to that different mode of life and really start enjoying ourselves from day one. So sleeping, don't deprive yourself from sleeping, really important. Next thing is pace yourself. So you don't want to be running around and trying to figure out and do every single thing in one day. It's better to just experience the area, take your time, take breaks, really get to know people, really get to know places, get to know restaurants, just have that experience. It's not just putting a pin on the map, or I've been here, been there. It's really important to actually experience some of that and have that in your memory. So that's my number 2 tip, is really pace yourself, so you don't go into overexhaustion on your vacation. Then also another tip, don't forget to stretch. Really important thing to stretch your muscles first thing when you wake up in the morning. You will just feel energized and refreshed, and also when you go to sleep at night, especially after you've done lots of walking and lots of activities, it's really important to stretch, so that way your muscles relax and you sleep way better. And then another thing is breathing. So does anyone know when you're under stress that we don't actually breathe properly? So what do I mean by that? When you're under stress, we tend to take short breaths. So that means that our breath is not complete. Not enough oxygen fills our lungs. We're not absorbing enough oxygen, and we're just pacing, our breath are really, really short. So in order for us to actually breathe properly, the way we breathe when we are sleeping, that's the only time when the body is in full relaxation mode, is we need to start practicing on how to breathe properly. So what does that mean? So if you put your arms on your belly, and when you inhale, your belly should go up, and then when you exhale, it should go in. So that way, so you're not just breathing with your lungs, you're actually doing abdominal breathing, which is way deeper, and this is something that is going to help you relax. So if you're going on vacation to get away from stressful life, pay attention to your breathing. It's very, very important. So whenever you're relaxing, put your arms here on your belly and see how you're breathing, if you're breathing properly. have an exercise routine. There's no reason why you shouldn't be stopping your exercise routine or not starting something. It's a really cool way when you're on vacation, you know, if you're going somewhere to the beach, you know, running on the beach or something, include that, you know, don't forget your workout gear when you're on vacation. So then also, like, try to walk everywhere instead of using stairs and elevators. It would be better to actually just like have that activity that you normally don't have time when you're at home and working. Also, don't ever skip breakfast. Eat your breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day. It will recharge your batteries. It will give you energy for the day. So really don't skip on that. And then always hydrate. Make sure that you have plenty of water, because we tend to like get dehydrated because we just don't think, you know, like to get enough water and enough hydration throughout the day when we're walking around, when we're in our hotel rooms, you know, just like one bottle that is there, it's probably not enough. Or when you're going out at night, you know, make sure that you have that water in the fridge, especially if you go out drinking, you know, you're gonna need it. So always make sure that you have like at least like a 12-pack, 6-pack of waters, depending on their size, in the fridge to hydrate, and carry them with you throughout the day. Then cut down on, you're probably not gonna like me for this, but cut down on your sweet drinks and alcohol. Yeah, I understand you're on vacation and you know you want to have a good time and everything, but everything can be done in moderation. So like just having one too many drinks and having like the hangover the next day, it's not really fun. So I'm sure you know that. So like cutting down and having like drinks in moderation is probably a good idea. If you don't want to feel like absolutely exhausted and like need a vacation from vacation after you return, you know, listen to this advice. Okay, and then when you're eating out, because oftentimes we do eat out when we're on vacation, choose healthier options, because it's so easy to gain weight when we are traveling, just because you know, we tend to eat things that we don't normally, like the food in the restaurants, we can't exactly like count calories, and you know, everything is like more greasy, more salty, more fatty, more, I don't know, like lots, portions are maybe bigger, but we tend to like overeat. So like always like look on that menu and you know, substitute, like have more vegetables, have more salad always, and like cut down the protein size. It's always better to do that. What Japanese use, they use a method where they eat until they're 80% full. So I don't know how you would control that, but it sounds like a good tip. I don't think it's ever good to like overeat so you feel like you're going to explode. So so anyway, so that's with eating out. But also it's always good to have like if you're traveling and if you have an option to have like a kitchenette in your room, it's always a great thing, or at least a fridge where you can, you know, have your own salads, have your own fruit, have little snacks, healthy snacks. Maybe even like bring your blender, you know, make your smoothies. It's always great. Like I feel like I'm always lacking like good nutritional food when I'm traveling. So it's really cool to actually have that on you. So when you first arrive to your destination, you know, maybe like find the local grocery store and just like fill up on things that are like healthy. So your waters, you know, like salads, fruits, those things are always good to have in your room. And then don't skip your essentials. Like there's certain supplements that I always take with me when I'm traveling, and those are my yellow pill. Of course, I never go without it, because it just gives me so much energy. It makes me helps to boost my immune system. I just feel better. I would never like stop it for going on vacation. That would be silly. So that's one thing I never skip a day with my yellow pill. And another two things is I always take my probiotic, because especially when you're traveling and when you're not eating like the same foods that you're eating at home, it can really mess up with your digestion. So I always make sure that I have that, and I take that every day anyway. And then the next thing is just my tip. I like to take my fat burner with me as well, and that is because it's just like with those like extra calories, it helps me not to gain weight when I'm on vacation. So that's just my tip. And then the last one is protect your skin. So like often we think, you know, we're on vacation, we're just gonna like go to bed and not take our makeup off and whatever, and then just like take one lotion that is not really our skincare regimen. You know, don't do that. Don't do that to your skin. You know, take your full skincare regimen, even if you have, if their jars are too big, you know, even if you have to buy like a little pharmaceutical jars just to bring for enough days that you have. But don't skip your daily routine, and definitely don't skip to cleanse your skin, no matter how tired you are when you get home at night. So really, really important. And then of course protect your skin. So I don't mean just, you know, putting like sunblock, layers of sunblock on your skin and laying out all day. That's not what I mean by protecting your skin. You really should be avoiding exposing your skin to the sun too much anyway. So like taking breaks, especially like going on the first days, if you don't live in climates like in Florida where I am, you know, if you're going on your first day, like oftentimes I see people like burn their skin on their first days, and they're like suffering, and you know, guess what, do they go home with a tan? No, because they're like peeling and suffering and hurting the whole like 7 days of their vacation and really not having a great time. So the best tan that happens, it happens in the shade, you know, if you're taking it in moderations and really protecting your skin. And the most damage that happens to your skin, it actually happens through skin's burning. So if any time you burn your skin in the sun, that's the damage that you're going to be seeing 10-20 years from now, in form of, I don't even want to go there, because all of that damage, it's from like 10-20 years ago, when we were not being careful, when we were just like overexposing our skin and using baby oil on a black surface and tanning like mad. That's the damage that we are seeing now in all the skin cancers and like all the like skin issues nowadays. So definitely, you know, like when I mean protection, it's not just putting sunscreen on, it's really like taking that sun in moderation. So those are my tips. I hope you got some value from this, and I hope you're gonna have a great time on your vacation this summer, and you may listen to one or two of these tips as well. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow.